New Jersey Governor Christie says he is not ready to announce if he will run for president. He explained his decision-making process to John Dickerson on Sunday's Face the Nation.
So I go through all the different factors that I need to consider. And when I'm done, I check that off and I move to the next factor. And the factor I'm down to now, John, is do I want to do it? Do I want to do it? In my heart, is this something that I really absolutely want to do? And if I check that box, then you'll hear me say I'm going to announce for president. And if I don't, you'll hear me say I won't.
Christie says he'll make that decision later this month. Political director John Dickerson is with us following his debut as host of Face the Nation. Good morning.
Good morning, Charlie.
Congratulations on your debut.
Thank you.
Hi. Good morning.
Congrats, John.
Hi.
Congrats all the way around.
All right. Hi, y'all.
We're all congratulating
Yeah.
Let me
good.
start with Christie. How is he positioning himself to get this nomination if he decides to run?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's one of these people. He's going to run, of course. He's waiting to clear up his business in New Jersey first with his legislature, but he's positioning himself as a truth teller. That's what he likes to talk about himself as. In New Hampshire, we've seen this script before. John McCain did it in 2000, do a lot of town halls, connect with voters, almost voter by voter, to try to build up a base there. He's not going to do a lot of campaigning in Iowa. I mean, he'll try, but New Hampshire's the place for him. He's going to have to create something there to kind of build up his candidacy again.
Were you surprised by his answer on marijuana, wanting to overturn legislation that legalizes it in states like Colorado?
Right. So he said if I'm president, the federal laws, which have been sort of on pause, will be reinstated and people will be busted for marijuana. What's striking about that is we were at a drug treatment center and he was there to say this is an illness and that the war on drugs has failed. So some people who say the war on drugs has failed have said, stop trying to criminalize this stuff, deal with it as a disease and spend the money treating it that way. So for him, there was a tension there in his two answers.
Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker, let's talk about him for a moment if we could. I mean, he does seem to be, John, riding high right now. Big article in him above the fold in the Times today about how well he's doing, especially in Iowa. Riding high literally with Senator Joni Ernst right this weekend. Why is Walker doing so well in Iowa?
Well, he's regional. That's good, but regional hasn't helped with people like Governor Tim Pawlenty of Minnesota. But so he's got the regional piece. He's from a nearby Wisconsin. He's a governor. Republicans are in a kind of a governor mood at the moment. He also has some accomplishments as governor. You know, he can talk about what he did with the unions. And also he's an evangelical, so that works nicely with the conservatives in that state. So he kind of, as they say in the horrible cliche of politics, he checks a lot of boxes in Iowa, and he's got a good team there, and he's spent some time there.
This is a horse race question. Is he the front runner so far?
He's the front runner in Iowa. He's certainly in the top tier of candidates sort of nationally. But the question is, how does he go from Iowa to New Hampshire? When he gets to New Hampshire, he's going to run into Jeb Bush. He's going to run into Chris Christie, and they're building strongholds there.
Hillary Clinton has a big speech on Saturday. How is her campaign changing?
I think her campaign is trying to shift into a more of a policy mode. Now, the question is, will there be an overarching message for her policy, or is it these quick shots? And that matters because people are looking for that overarching idea behind her campaign.
On economic issues or...
Economic issues, college affordability, women's issues.
Thanks, John.
All right, Charles.
John continues his coverage of the 2016 campaign Sunday mornings on Face the Nation. That's right here on CBS.